Hello, everybody. Welcome to Season 9, also known as the undefeated season of AJ. Unfortunately, I host, so I can't get my first win of the season, but I will not be losing the entire time. Tune in for those. With me is Adam and Brock. Adam and Brock, one of you is going to have to get the loss. So one of you guys are not going to go undefeated like me. You guys all right?
If history's any indication, one of us tends to win the seasons.
You and me
One
are
of
like
us
a
doesn't.
split. No, shut up. You and me are like a split, dude. Don't even start with that.
You have three?
Three-peat's pretty
Two.
telling.
I have two.
Oh,
I have two rings.
well, two's less than three.
Yeah, well, and I think I have like 4 overall. 4 or 5 even.
Oh,
so.
shit, really?
Did Justin never win a season?
No, he did. I think he did.
Okay, he had.
Maybe he won one.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
Well,
Justin.
it's funny, Adam, it's funny you use the word history because we're going to talk about NBA history today. Wow, can you believe
Hey, love that.
Like,
that's crazy.
What about NBA?
Good segue.
Just like that's the whole trivia. There's NBA history.
that? Just
Tell me the
just
story
random.
of the NBA.
Well,
Yeah, no,
It started when
No,
Steph
but
Curry
we're
ruined
talking-
basketball in about 2015, 2016. Since then, it's been downhill.
yeah, that's true.
And James Harden.
No, we're going to talk about the history related to the most. Oh, this is a horrible sentence. We're talking about history that's related to the latest headline of today's NBA. Jaylen Brown recently signed the most expensive contract in NBA history. He's now a $300 million man. First one ever in the league. Ridiculous amount of money. We're getting ridiculous in the NBA.
All for a guy that can't go left. Got no left hand.
Yes, he
Can't
can.
go left.
Yes, he can. Everyone
he
just
can
says
for
that.
300 million.
Not actually looking at him dribble. Everyone just says it, and it does make it true.
We have been going at Adam since they signed this, though. All for
Oh, you have?
left
Okay.
hand.
Yeah. Well, so it got me thinking about like the past most expensive like guys in the league. As time has gone on, contracts have been increasing, so every time now it's Jaylen Brown. But in the past, in the 1996 year, we hit the first $100 million man. And not just one, but 5. 1996 was the first year any NBA player signed a contract for $100 million, and 5 did it that offseason. So I'm going to have a question about each one of those guys, the $100 million men, $100 million men, and then we'll do a final round that's about some current salaries. Okay, we're gonna have a little fun. Brock, what are you drinking with a straw?
Blackberry lemonade.
Oh, okay.
Sounds
Usually
good.
Adam has
Looks
the drinks.
Okay.
Okay, I can't.
I got a Pepsi Zero. I had to put it in a glass with some ice because I didn't replenish. But
Yeah, we're
don't-
recording these back to back. If you didn't pick up on that, if you listened to the
Hence
last
the,
episode.
hence the Pepsi Zero.
Yeah, Pepsi Zero.
All right. With that, let's get into this episode of Jump Ball. All right. With this episode, we're going to get into this episode of Jump Ball. How was
yeah,
that? Yeah.
yeah, that was awesome.
Is that better, Brock?
Yeah, that was it.
All right.
That's what I'm looking for.
All right. Quick pop quiz, not for a point. Do you guys know who the first player was to sign a $100 million contract?
Shaq.
No.
Damn.
I
T-Mac.
feel like it was either Malone or Jordan.
In 96?
No. Both incorrect. It was actually Juwan Howard.
Ew.
So here is a trivia question
Fab
about
Five?
Juwan
Ew.
Howard. Yeah.
I love
Fab
Juwan.
Five. He was the first player to ever sign a $100 million contract. But we're going to get into the other
hang
4.
on. Timeout.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, we didn't know who Jet Howard was. That is Juwan Howard's son. One of our listeners, Dan, was very upset with us.
He's a big Jet Howard guy?
No, he's mad that we didn't know who it was because I don't watch Big Ten basketball that much. I watch March Madness. I don't watch Big Ten basketball because it's just like Big Ten
Yeah.
football. it's boring.
Yeah, no, I'm all right. Did he go to Michigan then? Because doesn't Juwan Howard coaches at Michigan? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. So in the 96 offseason, Juwan Howard signed a $100 million contract. He had just come off a season where he was All-NBA third team and a first-time All-Star at the age of 22. He was looking like maybe this Fab Five guy is going to be a superstar. He averaged 22 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. But multiple choice here. In his 19-year career, how many All-Star games did Juwan Howard appear in? Is it A, 1, B, 3, C, 5, or D, 7? Do you think he was a lucky All-Star one time, kind of fringe guy 3 times,
I'm locked.
or steady 5-7? Brock is locked. It was a 7-year contract too, which I think is funny because now that would just never happen again. Because no one's going to sign a player for 7 years. They're just going to ask out. They're not making the full 7. Adam's locked. All right, let's start with Brock. Brock, what'd you put?
All right. If I know anything about Juwan Howard, is that he was pretty average. Wasn't that great. Was supposed to be, but just never kind of worked out. See, 1 seems too little though. Like obviously, he just told us he's got an All-Star nod, but I just don't think because I think he honestly had a good year with the Wizards at some point. So I was going to say 2 if this was fill in the blank, but you didn't give me that option. So I guess I gotta go 3. I mean, he was on that LeBron Heat team at one point, so like maybe he got a nod then. I don't know. I went with 3. I like 3.
Okay. All right. Adam, what'd you put?
I also went 3. I was thinking 1 or 3, same as Brock. I just feel like for how little I see of Juwan Howard, he can't have been a 5 or a 7-time All-Star because those guys are renowned. He's not like Chris Webber's like a 7-time All-Star or something like that. So it's like he's not on that level. Got to be 1 or 3, and I went 3.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So both you guys locked in with 3, thinking, well, he was already an All-Star the year he got the contract, like the year before the contract, right? That actually was his only All-Star appearance. It was when he was 22 years old. He averaged 22, 8 and 4 for the Bullets, and after that, nothing. He never topped 22 points per game. Was never an All-Star again. But they paid him $105 million.
Oh yeah.
Tough contract.
But for
Yeah.
7 years
Also-
though, that I want to.
It was spread out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like now you
But
get that
still,
for like
so
2
also-
years.
Here's a wrinkle I didn't know about. He became a free agent after his second year in the NBA because of some escape clause in his contract. So he signed that with the Bullets. Or no, I'm sorry. He did 2 years with the Bullets and then was a free agent technically. So Miami actually threw a big offer at him, but then the Wizards matched. So, but somehow he was a third-year NBA player. I don't know, escaped his contract somehow.
That's weird.
Anyways.
You definitely would
Yeah.
never see that in the NBA today. Not even a chance.
No, because they'll just throw like $200 million at a
and like
20-year-old.
there's no way an NBA team would like, oh yeah, a guy we just drafted. Let's put an escape clause in there. Like they wouldn't even take a chance at that, right? It has to be dumb to.
No.
I don't even think they can. I think the like rookie contracts are all like
Standard.
boilerplate. Yeah.
All right. Well, both got it wrong. So headed into question 2, we're going to talk about the second man to earn $100 million. Came in 1996. All these guys are 1996. Huge year. The Heat tried to throw their money at Juwan Howard, but Bullets matched. So then they threw it at Alonzo Mourning. He got a 7-year, $105 million contract. And actually, funny enough, somehow Howard and Mourning had the same agent I was reading about, and so they were like friends. They were trying to team up together and both just be crazy money-wise. Here's your question. Fill in the blank. We've talked before about Alonzo Mourning's kind of that like lost star center, right? He's kind of in between eras. Kind of always gets lost in the shuffle when we think of the big men like that. The closest he ever came to being on top was when he was 28 years old. He finished second in the MVP race. Can you tell me the other top two candidates that he was with? Your hint is that he was 28 for timeline. If you think that's unfair, I'll give you the year.
It's unfair, but I would like the year.
I would also love the year.
All right, we'll do the year. I think the year kind of gives it away, but we'll do the year. 1999, he finished top 3 in MVP. So tell me the other two candidates, and then over under, how close were his first place votes to the winner at 10 votes? Over under.
You said he said 99, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm locked.
Oh my. I'm locked.
All right. Let's start with Adam.
This might be a big swing and I'm missing, but I thought in Brock's bonus episode, he talked about how Duncan got top 3 in MVP voting his rookie year. So I put Duncan, but by his face, I think that was a big swing and a miss. So, well, I wrote it, Duncan. And then I also got Shaq on here. Shaq, I don't know if he won in 99. I can't remember who won in 99. But, yeah, I didn't feel great about this. I'm going to be honest with you. This is disappointing for me. And then I said
that's okay.
And then I said that it was over 10 votes that he missed by. I get really nervous on all these episodes whenever I'm not sure about an answer, and then I look at Brock. Brock's faces make me feel like I'm just the dumbest fucking person alive.
No, I know. His reactions.
They really make me just fucking hate myself for some reason.
No way, that's it. No way in hell.
He's just like, well, fucking idiot.
Okay, so Adam, you had Shaq winning as your idea, and then Tim Duncan came in third, and then Alonzo Mourning's first place votes were more than 10. That's what you're saying?
Oh, I thought it was the gap. So
the gap between. Yeah, sorry, no, the gap. They were more.
Gap, I think it
was more than 10.
Yeah. Okay.
Brock, did you have Tim Duncan and Shaq?
No, I had Tim Duncan. That one's right.
You motherfucker.
You look so like, no way is that it.
I'm already locked in. I'm not changing it.
I know, but I think Shaq wins MVP next year, the year 2000. The AI wins it in 01. I'm pretty sure this is Karl Malone's second MVP vote. MVP. So I went Karl. It goes Karl, Zoe, Duncan, and then I always take the over. So
okay,
that's it. Yeah, that's my stick. That was yeah.
You're tricky because I thought you didn't have Tim Duncan as well, judging from your reaction. Okay,
I just did it.
So
he was a stud.
So, Tim Duncan came in third. So both of you got that right. And then the 1999 MVP did actually go to Karl Malone. Brock at that point. And then I want to talk. The reason I made this the question was because of how close this MVP race was. The correct answer was under for 10 for first place votes. Alonzo Mourning only received 8 less first place votes than Karl Malone. And all in all, Malone, Duncan, and Mourning were all within like a total of. They were within 50 points altogether, just total. Like that's really close. That's crazy for for MVP.
I hate Karl Malone.
everyone should hate.
Yeah.
But you know what's
I don't
weird?
think we need to
The
talk about Karl
NBA
Malone.
pretends like it doesn't happen. Like, we all know it happened, Adam Silver.
Well, I feel like we just. Oh.
Quit acknowledging
absolutely.
this guy. This guy sucks.
Yeah,
Do they
so,
acknowledge him?
what? Yeah, it was like his birthday last
they
week.
wished him a happy birthday.
They
LeBron wished him a happy
posted a
birthday.
picture of it. Oh yeah, it was LeBron. That's what I saw. LeBron was just like, "Happy birthday, Carl, one of the best," and like a picture of both of them.
Oh.
We all
Yeah.
know.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I would not want to be associated with Karl Malone. So we got Juwan Howard and Alonzo Mourning. Brock is up 2-1. Question 3 is about one of Brock's guys. Because when these two were getting the paycheck, a young superstar was just finishing his rookie deal and watching these other big men get paid. Kevin Garnett was the third $100 million man. He was originally offered a $102 million contract. What?
What? This is 96?
Yeah.
When was he drafted? He was in the AI draft.
He was 94.
Oh, dude, these
They
rookie
remember the
contracts are
extension?
so
Remember-
short. It's
Remember in my
crazy.
bonus episode, we were saying if they still did territorial picks, Garnett could have been there for the second three-peat for the Bulls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not used
Yeah.
to these rookie contracts ending so quickly. I'm like, 96? How did he already get in a second contract?
No, I did think that was weird, but yeah, he was. I think it was just a 2-year.
They
It
only
was a
do-
2 or 3 year thing.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's like
So he-
5.
the Wolves. The Wolves actually offered him a $102 million contract before those two got paid, they offered it to him after those two got paid. He refused and said if they're getting that much money, he needs more.
Facts.
So he got a 6-year, $126 million.
Well deserved.
Here's a fun one, and here's the really fun question for Brock. That was a 6-year contract, right? Okay, started in 96. In that 6-year contract, how many first-round exits did the Wolves have? And
feel attacked.
what year did they go to the conference finals? Fill in the blank.
So in the 6 years he was on that team, or 6 years in the contract?
Yeah, that contract, yeah, the 126, because then he got like a 100 something again. But we're talking about the firsts. Do you know your Wolves playoff history?
Well,
Adam shaking his head.
besides the Western Conference run, no.
Well, it's the Wolves, so
But he was so good to carry us so far. That's the problem. So I need to give you how many first round exits they had in the year they went to the conference finals.
yeah.
Okay. I'm locked.
So just 2 numbers. Okay. Brock is locked. Adam is calculating.
I can't even find a part of my brain that's aware that the Wolves made a conference finals in this era.
Oh, interesting.
Like, this is all new information to me.
You didn't know the Wolves made the conference finals? Come on, man.
Yeah, I knew that. I would have probably gotten close to the year, but maybe I don't know if I would have gotten it spot on. But I knew they made with KG. That was like the one thing he was able to like get them to that time. the whole time.
The one time I thought wouldn't have been within 6 years from 96. That's my issue.
Wait. No, you're right. I'm sorry. I think Garnett's is the one that comes later. His is okay.
I could give
We're
you.
gonna
Come on.
We're backtracking. This one slipped through because I got confused when there's quotes that he was talking about those two guys. His was 98, it would have been the way this worked out.
Okay.
If that changes anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry about that. Everybody else is 96, so I just kept or basically 96. I got kind of mixed up there.
Locked.
All right, let's start with Brock.
Well, the year they made the conference finals was 2004, also Kevin Garnett's MVP year, I'm pretty sure. And then, only reason you're asking me this question is because it's probably all of them. I think they lost in the first round every single year.
So you had 04 conference finals, then that would mean 5 first-round exits?
Yep. I bet, yeah. Why would you ask me this? Yeah, I feel it. You know what? Okay.
What?
Nothing. Just putting this in the bank. Let's go over to Adam.
Okay,
here.
Adam.
You're not in charge. I also put 2004 for the MVP year because that's what I was thinking, and I was like, the years are confusing. But yeah,
no,
I went 2004, and then I just threw out a random number. I threw out four first round exits.
Okay. Both of you got it right in 04. They did make the 04 playoffs. It was KG's MVP, Kevin Garnett's MVP year. Otherwise, they got first round exit every single year. So they did 5. They just couldn't get over the hump, huh?
Yeah.
Couldn't.
Well,
Eventually they did. It's kind of like Portlandy, huh? Don't you think? First round exits and a conference finals appearance.
Yeah, that's
Man.
kind of Portlandy.
I don't
Pretty
like
similar
being Portland.
franchises, except the
Yeah.
Blazers did have a championship once.
Yeah, that's true. So actually,
Don't do this.
it was just eerily
Haven't
similar.
I
so I had
been
to
heard
bring it
enough
up.
by Minnesota sports?
You
Yeah,
chose that
probably.
life.
Yeah, you did. I chose a state not even close to us.
Yeah.
So Brock got both right though. Putting his lead 4-2 as we head into question 4 out of 5. The next man on the docket, you're gonna have to guess who was the next $100 million man, and we're gonna do it the way we did the Americans Abroad section, where I'm gonna read clues. Earlier you buzz in, the more points you get. Which, by the way, I accidentally sent one of you a typo, or both of you a typo, because on YouTube and Spotify it's Americans Aboard. I don't know if you guys caught that.
I did notice that.
yeah. It's Americans Aboard, but that's kind of fun too.
Yeah.
They boarded the plane.
Americans
Yeah.
aboard.
Oh, see, I
All
thought
aboard.
They would board like a boat.
They board a train. So
They're not gonna make it.
I'll read you 5 clues. Lock in the earlier you lock in, the more points you'll get. For 5 points. And just to preface, this one is confirmed 1996, okay? Not wrong about that. Okay. For 5 points. In his biography, he basically just talked shit about how Juwan Howard didn't deserve that money, and that should only go to players like him. For 4 points, his original team at first offered him a 7-year, $69 million contract, and eventually still only raised it to $80 million. For 3 points, the home franchise that was offering those deals was prioritizing their All-Star guard, the All-Star guard contract, over this big man, as did a public survey from the city's paper. It's a bit of lore, but okay. For 2 points, he left the Eastern Conference for the West, where he became a multiple-time champion. You're not gonna like my 1-pointers are made to be easy. If you want,
Say it.
you want the
I'm ready.
one?
Yeah.
Rhymes with Shaquille O'Neal.
What?
Well, you just lock in.
Oh,
Are you locked in? Yeah.
Wait.
Rhymes with Paquille P. Neal. I thought someone would have gotten it at some point.
I
The
was
last
thinking
time no
about guessing him, but I didn't feel
In the-
confident about it.
I didn't know he had autobiography. I didn't know he had a biography. I was stuck on that.
Yeah,
It sounded
yeah,
It sounded
yeah.
like a Weber. I don't know Weber.
it was it's called Shaq Uncut, and it came out in like I think the early 2010s or 2000s. No one, you guys never got to the the first hint, the 1 point hit in the last episode. Paquille P. Neal. The correct answer is Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So Brock was close at the very beginning of the episode, thinking he was the first. He wasn't technically the first. He was the fourth $100 million guy. It was from the Lakers, obviously. I figured also. Have you guys heard about the survey like the city of Orlando paper did?
I didn't know there was a survey, but when I was thinking like that, because I watched Shaq's, like he has like an HBO documentary, and I don't know that was mentioned in it, but it was mentioned that like there was obviously like they were prioritizing Penny over Shaq, so that's why I thought that, but the math wasn't mathing in my head, so I didn't feel comfortable locking in.
Yeah, the team was prioritizing Penny. They didn't want to pay Shaq more than Penny. But then, like the local Orlando paper, either did a call-in survey, or like people wrote in or something. And the question was just, is Shaq worth the money, like over $100 million? And most of the city said no. So that really upset Shaq and like kind of
I'd take from them.
Why you can't have anything nice?
Real bad take. Real bad take.
Paulo will leave you.
So congratulations, both got the point. I guess I didn't hear you guys fully say it, but I'm assuming you got Paquille P. Neal.
Yeah, I think we're gonna just honor system that one.
Yeah.
Brock's
got 5
Michael
points.
Jordan.
Oh shit! Damn it. Brock's got 5. Adam's got 3. This is the final question before the final round. The fifth $100 million man, was someone not in the Hall of Fame. Shawn Kemp. He's not in the Hall of Fame. You guys know that?
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So he signed a deal in 1994 with the Sonics for $45 million, and it was okay until everyone started getting paid a lot, and then he got kind of upset. Felt like he deserved more. So he basically quiet quit. You know, they say like. He didn't show up to summer camp, and he did okay in the regular season, but he clearly wanted out, and they were trying to find him a place. They sent him to the Cavs. In 1998, Shawn Kemp had a 3-year stint with the Cleveland Cavaliers, who then immediately signed an extension for $107 million. Those 3 years had a lot of ups and downs. They had a first-round exit, and then that 99 lockout, Kemp apparently told his coach when they came back that he thought they weren't going to come back and that it was just going to be the offseason. He came back 35 pounds overweight and was 315 pounds. I didn't know that. Do you guys know that?
I knew he
Yeah,
got
that was a
big
lot.
on the Cavs. I didn't know the numbers though.
Yeah, I guess so it was not worth the money. The 107 was not worth it. Here's your challenge. Just name me 3 other players from the late 90s Cavs. 98, 99, 2000.
No. There's no way, dude.
Three late 90s Cavs. A time frame I've never thought about for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Can't say I would get a single one, but I thought you guys could probably do it.
Locked.
Adam is locked.
I'm locked too.
Okay.
They were so irrelevant. So irrelevant.
I know. I thought it was a fun question. Let's start with Adam. Or did we start with Adam last time? I don't know. Start with Adam.
Well, last time was Paquil Peniel, so we didn't really have a start. Yeah.
Great nickname.
I threw out Big Z. He would have been there in the late 90s. Zydrunas Ilgauskas. And then we got Bob Sura, one of the original triple-double guys. Underrated early 2000s point guard.
Okay.
And then Danny Ferry would have been there. Drafted in 94 there. Would have been hanging around.
What do you know about Danny Ferry?
He's a Duke boy. Honestly, about it. He's pretty fine. It's kind of a problem in 2K. You post fade in 2K is unguardable.
Oh shit! Nice. All right, Brock. What'd you get?
Well, I did go with Zydrunas Ilgauskas. That's the only one I feel confident on. All right, listen. This is a circle. Nothing leaves this circle. I don't know when Mark Price played basketball. Like
I understand that.
I couldn't tell.
I understand.
So I wrote Mark Price, but I don't think he's there, and I also don't know when he played basketball. So this doesn't leave the circle. Understood?
Okay.
I think I'm going to tell some people.
No, you can't. I don't know when Mark Price played basketball. And then I went with Eddie Jones. Also,
Eddie Jones.
Definitely not there. But he's money.
Let me just double check here.
Mark Price
was he?
He was like late 80s. He was drafted in 86. But he like kind of jumped around late career. So he was probably there till like in Cleveland till like 94, 93 maybe.
Probably 99.
Maybe 2000.
So.
Late 2000s maybe. Fact check it.
Yeah. So we'll jump right to the score here. Adam, 3 out of 3.
Of course.
All his names checked out. Taking his score to 6.
You know what? He could tell me. He could tell me probably that whole roster of his late Cavs team. I don't think he could tell you. I don't think Adam could tell me the Cavs roster right now.
I do think I could probably name more people from the late 90s Cavs. If you give me those 5 like rosters, maybe I could do more than the current Cavs.
That's absurdly weird.
We got Earl Boykins on there, Brock. Or Big Z was your correct answer. So
good.
You got Earl Boykins, Antonio Lang, Andre Miller.
There's some guy on there with a cool name. Like, it's like I think his first name is literally. His name's like literally Henderson. Or something like that.
I got Vitally.
Most definitely.
Oh yeah, he's way at the bottom. He played a single game. It's literally green.
Literally green.
Sorry, literal. It's
literal.
Litter, like spelled litter, Litterrial.
That dude.
Literal Green played 1 game for the 1999 Cavs, and Adam named him.
You are sick in the head for knowing that. They need to put you in a hospital.
That's messed up that you said that.
I saw him on Basketball Reference once when I was perusing. I don't know.
That makes me want to vomit.
He's literal green. I don't have the full stats for literal green, but he played 2 minutes and he attempted a single shot.
Sickening. That is sickening. I hope you know that. That's not right. No one should know that. I am going to start saying that though. Like in 2K, if you hit a shot,
I'm literal green.
That was literal green.
Yeah. So with Adam's crazy pulls of the Cavs, that Cavs roster with Sean Kemp, he's tied at 6-6.
Of course.
Before we go into the final round.
Literal.
I can't believe you knew that. And I didn't even see him at first because it was so small. All right. We're going to go into the final round here. It's tied 6-6. We're over the $100 million men. We're back to present times where everyone's getting crazy money. We're going to do a draft. We're going to do a draft of NBA contracts.
Yes.
Okay? We're not doing... You're not going to get the point of the dollar amount. I've just ranked them 1 to 10. So you're going to... And it's the full contract, just to be perfectly clear. Not a yearly salary. It is the full contract. Here are your 10 players in a random order. Domantas Sabonis. Ooh, Brock's getting a new page.
Okay.
Ooh, Okay, Sabonis. We got Steph Curry. Anthony Davis. Tobias Harris. Nikola Jokic. These aren't necessarily top 10.
Okay, I thought we were going
Yeah.
top 10.
These
You
are-
throw
No.
Toby.
I'm throwing out some wild cards. Donovan Mitchell. Jimmy Butler. Bradley Beal. Kyrie Irving. And this should be your last one, Ja Morant. Do you have 10?
I do.
Okay. Since it's tied, shoot, I don't have like a coin around. Does anyone have a coin around? Do we want to do a little head tails? No?
We should just do until we can't name current Cavs.
No.
That's
Let's
going to
not.
take way too long.
Yeah,
let's
it's gonna take way
do-
too long. We're gonna be able to name so many, Brock.
Yeah. Let me just do it on my...
Just tell
Just
Ash.
ask
Alright.
Siri.
Adam, call it.
Heads.
Tails never fails.
It was heads.
Yeah.
Adam with the first pick. Who are you going with for most expensive?
I wasn't looking forward to this.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault, man.
We could look up the literal green contract. I have a feeling it was like 80K.
Give me
Man.
Bradley Beal.
Okay. Bradley Beal with the first selection. Adam. I feel like should I read them out as we go? I feel like that might add to the... You want to read them at the end?
Yeah, let's read them at the end. Or is there
Okay.
too many? There might be too many.
Well, there's 10. There's 10. That's why I'm saying it. I'm going to try to read it out. We're experimenting.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Bradley Beal comes in second place with $251 million.
Okay. My 1-1 is still there. I'm going with Jokic. He signed like a 270 contract.
Nikola Jokic with $276 million is in first place. So both got first 1-2 right off the bat. Adam just switched it a little bit. Brock got 10 points there. Adam got 9. Adam, you got Sabonis, Curry, Davis, Tobias Harris, Mitchell, Butler, Irving, Morant. Who's the most expensive out of those 10?
Give me Donovan.
Donovan Mitchell with 163 million. He actually was only 8th place out of 10.
He's looking for that extension right now.
I don't know that.
Do you know he's on the Cavs?
Yeah, I know that.
You know he's on the cap.
My 1-3 is still there. I'm going with the guy who just signed a recent extension, Domantas Sabonis.
All right. Hold on just a second here while I do something here real quick. Hold on. All right. Who'd you go? Domantas Sabonis?
Yes.
Domantas Sabonis recently signed a 5-year, $217 million. He is third. Adam.
I don't know if Ja signed it, because if Ja did sign an extension, it would have been relatively recently, but not that recently, because
Yeah.
yeah,
You know.
you know.
Dude, you know.
You know. So I think a safer choice is going to be Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis signed a 5-year, $189 million. He placed 6th on our list, giving you 4 points. To keep track here, well, I'll do it after Brock picks, actually.
Give me Stephen Curry of the Golden State Warriors.
All right. And then Steph Curry.
Yes.
Steph Curry had a 5-year, $215 million. So he was 4th. Brock is slowly going down the list here.
These numbers are all the same to me. I don't know how are we supposed to know the difference between these.
At a certain point,
how are you supposed to name literal green off the 99 Cavs who played 2 minutes? Stop.
I saw him once on there. It was a funny name.
It is a funny name.
I like basketball reference.
Obviously.
All right, Adam, you got to pick it up. So with that, since you guys were tied, Brock is at Brock is at 24. Plus that 6, I guess, puts him to 30. And then Adam, your total is 23. That's with your 6. So you gotta step it up. Fall behind.
Jimmy.
Oh God. No. Okay.
Am I a fucking accountant? Why would I know this?
I don't. Well, Adam, Brock is getting it down the list. So.
I think it's crazy. You knew like Jokic signed a 270 something million
because it was the largest contract
as opposed to like a 204. They're all the same.
Nope, that's actually
they're all the same. They're all just big numbers that are all the same. It's a lot of money. I like to let them make their money. It's not nice to ask people what they make.
Yeah, Adam's polite. Yeah. Actually, that's true. Adam's really polite.
If I saw a news report that was like, "Oh, Adam Heater started a new job and this is how he makes," and that's just public news, I wouldn't like that.
Adam, Butler was second to last at 146 million. You got 2 points.
I don't give a shit.
Also, sorry for the delays. I'm doing this. Yeah. Okay. All right, Brock, who you got?
I think it's got to be Ja here.
It is. It is Ja. Brock. So Brock gets another 6 there because Ja's at 197 million, putting him at 5th. So Brock's really only missed the second pick because Adam took Beal. Adam, don't slouch, Adam. Come on. You can do this. You each get one more. It's between Kyrie Irving and Tobias Harris. Who do you think gets paid more?
Adam.
With their current contract. It's not Kyrie. Kyrie recently signed with the Mavs a 3-year, $126 million. That puts him last with a point. Tobias Harris, I wondered if it's been long enough that everyone's forgotten how much he got paid. He got a 5-year, $180 million.
That's
So
too
putting him
much.
7th on the list.
That's too
Oh,
much.
it's way too much. When he first got to Philly, yeah, it was way too much. So Brock got 3 out of there. I can total them up quick here if we want. I have a feeling Brock won. But let's see.
That's a W.
Adam, your total comes out to 25 points.
Well, I would love to stay in chat all night, boys, but I just can't talk about the 99 Cavs anymore, if I'm being quite honest with you.
Yeah, Brock wins 40-25 in this episode of $100 Million Man. Thanks for playing.
Oh, you got to put like Ted DiBiase, the old WWE wrestler. He's $100 million man, or he's $1 million man. You got to put his theme song.
It doesn't roll off the tongue if it's 100.
No, it's $1 million man. Those different times back then.
Yeah.
Money, money,
All right.
money,
Well,
money, money.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Tune in next week to see me win
Everybody's got a
my
price.
match. God damn, that's really good. Wow, that's really.
I know, we might get
Brock's
copy
the
of
best
it.
impressions. Brock's an impressions guy. That's what we're picking
Yeah,
up.
you want me to do an Adam impression real quick?
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
The
Here, end
numbers
the
don't
episode like
matter,
Adam.
but you guys remember Literal Green who played in the 99 Cavs for 2 minutes, took 1 shot? Oh, you don't know
See you
that?
guys next week.
You must be an idiot.
See you next week, Literal Green.